When you make your video, you want your viewers to have the full cinematic experience. And one of the best ways to do that is to add music to your video. Today's video, I'm gonna do something a little different, and I'm actually gonna review my music licensing site. But before we begin, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you can make sure to watch more content from me. The sound of your video can encompass more than just the talking head or any dialogue. Music is definitely a big part of it. Music helps get the feeling of your video. It helps get the emotion and drives the story. The music licensing site that I use is called Audiio, and that's with 2 I's. A little discretion, I'm not sponsored by Audiio. I'm simply making an honest review video that I hope any of you creators out there might find interesting. So let's get started. One great aspect about Audiio is that they have a really good selection of music. A lot of the music they have is very modern, very indie or very hip sounding. But on top of that, there's some older sounding tracks, just stuff that sounds more commercial, so to say. Something that's good for, let's say, any of my freelance corporate videos that I have to make. The main component that attracted me to Audiio, it was a great bang for your buck. Audiio only offers 2 subscriptions. There's an annual and there's a lifetime. Now, as of now, when this video is made, the lifetime subscription, I believe, is only a temporary limited offer. So if you're watching this now, you might want to consider the lifetime subscription versus the annual. But if you're watching this in the future, then sorry. The annual costs $149 a year, whereas the lifetime costs $299 one-time payment. I guess to me it just made more sense, but if you aren't a full-time creator, then the annual cost makes more sense because then you could cancel anytime. One other aspect I really liked about Audiio is it has a really sleek design. As soon as you open up Audiio, you know exactly where to go, and it's really easy to just navigate around. It just feels modern and clean. Another big thing that really attracted me to Audiio is the licensing part. Audio's licensing protocol is really easy. All you have to do is select what song you want to download and then follow the drop downs to pick what your medium is and where you're distributing it. And not only does that license work for small corporate business projects, you could even use it for broadcast. So if you're an indie filmmaker looking for some music, then Audio's not a bad choice. So in the end, I would definitely recommend Audiio. But of course, I have to be fair and I have to give some critique to Audiio as well. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Audiio is still relatively new, so they are still working out some kinks. The first thing is they still have a pretty thin library. Now, yeah, they do have a lot, and every week they do have some new music, but sometimes it feels like the music choices are a little bit thin. One big feature I felt like I've been having some issues with, the browsing and the filtering function is a little bit wonky. Sometimes the descriptions aren't the best. Like genre, you can't really describe it sometimes. The choices that they make for those moods don't sound right or don't fit correctly for some songs. But I always have to remind myself, these guys are new, so I'm hoping that they'll take all this feedback that I give them or that other creators like me have been giving, that they will end up, fixing all these things. If you guys like this review, please make sure to like this video and go ahead and subscribe so you can make sure you get some more future content from me. And definitely you want to follow me on Instagram so you can see my, well, it's more like still photography stuff. And leave a comment below. Do you use Audiio, or would you use it? Or maybe what music service do you use? Until next video, see ya.